What's up, guys? 3 o'clock in the morning. I should be sleeping, but I can't because it's so freaking hot. I've been tossing and turning, so I'll make a Q&A video. Alright, let's read some comments. First question. Price and Pride. After you moved from Tokyo, did you have to register with the new prefecture in Osaka? Yes, I did. I did that pretty much instantly. I went to the local ward office with my foreigner card, and I didn't even have to prove where I was living. I'm just like, this is the address, and they're like, okay, and just wrote it on the back of my card. Nothing printed, nothing official. They just like write it on the back. I could freaking do that myself, but then they must register in the system. Yeah, I did that pretty much instantly, so I could redirect all my mail. So yeah, go to your local ward office. There's one in, they're all over this friggin' city. Did you have this course? Did you do this course before applying for English teaching jobs over there? That's talking about TEFL. No, when I came here I knew absolutely nothing about English. Where I am now, they taught me well, and I did a lot of study myself. No, I knew nothing about English before I came over here. I just worked into it, studied myself, and you do learn a lot of stuff pretty quickly. But anyone can. They say, I hear people say that anyone can teach English. I don't believe that. I've met people who have been teaching here for more than 10 years, and I don't find their explanations all that good. You just gotta read, man. Thinking of examples is the best thing to do. Because when I ask people, I'm like, oh, can you give me an example? And they're just like, and they almost have like a stroke while they're trying to think of some. You gotta be imaginative with your examples, man. It's the best way to do it. No experience before that. How much are figures in Japan? Well, I've got some of my figures. I'll show you guys. Some of my figures, like they're freaking cheap here. Like, you know, I've got like this Mikasa and Eren and Levi. I've got some Saber from Fate Stay. I've got Dragon Ball, some little Pokemon and stuff. I picked them up pretty cheap. Like that Mikasa one, like that one, it's not small. Like it's about the size of my hand. I got big friggin' hands. Like, I picked that one up for like 12 bucks, 1,200 yen, 12 or 1,300 yen. That's about the equivalent of about, I think, $15 in Australia. If I wanted to buy that back home, it'd probably easily cost me 70 bucks. So figures sound like an American. Figures are a lot cheaper here. But then if you want to post them home, I think it would work out to about the same, because postage is redonk. Do you have a crush on your housemate? Oh, that's talking about my German housemate. No, I do not have a crush on him. He was a tool. I'm actually heading to Japan next month for a working holiday, and I'm trying to work out how many clothes I should bring. It seems like there's such a massive swing in temperatures compared to Australia. Any tips? Did you bring a suitcase or a rucksack? Yeah. The temperatures do vary. Winter is definitely winter, and summer is most freaking definitely summer. It's killing me right now. I wouldn't worry too much about clothes unless you're a monster like I am. Like I'm 6'7". Clothes are freaking difficult for me to find here. Long sleeve shirts finish here. Like, suits finish here. Unless you're a freaking monster like me, I wouldn't worry about clothes. You can, like, this freaking city, Tokyo, Osaka, this freaking country is like the king of shopping, queen of shopping, or whatever. But I wouldn't worry about it. No, you can buy it all here. I did bring a suitcase, but I bought too much actually. I got here. After being here as long as I have been now, I'm like, oh crap, I think I bought too much with me. But maybe it won't be hard finding clothes in my size once I'm there. Nah. Nope. My friend, are you living in Japan? Yes, I am. On your travels around Japan, did you come across many solo travelers? Yes, I did. Staying in hostels, met a lot of solo travelers, and I freaking made good friends with most of them. Solo travelers, they're the ones you want to talk to. They know stuff, they've been places. Yeah, cool people. Hi Rhys, thanks for all your useful videos. They've helped me with my Japan working holiday visa. Once you've completed a full year and a half, do you have any advice on the best ways to get accommodation to work that fits the temporary nature of working holiday? In Tokyo, there's a company called Sakura House. I stayed with them. And in Osaka, I stayed with a guy called Alex. His website is abhousing.com? abhousingosaka.com. I'll put the website in the description. He's good. There's no key money. There's no... All you pay is rent deposit, but you get the deposit back, obviously. There's none of this other BS that you have to pay if you go through a real estate agent. Best ways to get accommodation to work. Accommodation's no problem. Sakura House, Alex, work, English teacher. If you speak Japanese, a cafe, part-time job. I open a bank account at Resona Bank. I don't use it often, so I want to close the bank account. Is it possible, and can I reopen another account if I have to in the future? I don't see why not. Good job, bro, but why did you end up like this? Did I miss something from your last video? That was when I was homeless. There's more of that to come. What? Oh, I should delete that comment. That one's not nice. So what you're saying is, if I have dreams of becoming a Gundam pilot, that I should move to Japan and become a police officer. That is true. Motorcycle policemen look like Gundam pilots. So if you want to look like a Gundam pilot, go nuts. Perhaps a missed opportunity to fight some crime. Have the new rules kicked in with not allowing smoking in bars and clubs yet, dude? I'm the same as you. I wake up with sore lungs after a big night out around smokers. No. That rule I don't think is going to be changing anytime soon. When there are... The word I'm looking for is primitive. There are some things in Japan that I consider to be quite primitive, such as smoking in buildings. You can smoke in offices, restaurants, bars, clubs. Like, to me, that's a very primitive system. Like, being able to smoke anywhere. It's so primitive. Like, you know, I haven't experienced that since I was a kid. Like, back home, they got banned. Smoking got banned inside 15, 20 years ago. You know? Not everyone smokes, government, so, you know, you need to change that. And in one restaurant, you'll have the restaurant, and then you'll have just smokers and non-smokers here, but there's nothing dividing them. The smoke just freely goes over. It's so retarded. So freaking retarded. Why remove my comment? I don't recall removing any comments recently. You were lucky you weren't busted by any store clerk for filming inside. It was you who was holding the camera the whole time, or was the other girl? Yeah. A lot of places, they don't like you filming. Like, I went to this big Attack on Titan convention recently, and they had a big model of the 3D maneuver gear, and it was well cool. Like, this thing was like proper handmade. Brought my phone out to take a photo, and security pounced on me like a mofo. Like, why display it if I can't take photos of it? Like, they have a big thing about taking photos in stores. I just tell them, I just pull the gaijin card. Oh, I didn't know. So, but I took these videos for you guys. Hey Rhys, quick question about general extensions for working holiday holders. Do you need to prove your whereabouts when you're extending your visa? Doesn't matter. No, it does not. It most certainly does not. Oh, that was from Jordan Bradley. Sorry, I didn't reply to that. I never had anyone follow up on me. No one. No emails, no phone calls, no one ever followed up on me. Actually, I'm going to pause and reply to him right now. Alright, he's replied to. Next. Hey, how does the internet work in Japan? Is there Wi-Fi only for local telcos only? Is there any way I can get internet there with my own home country's telco? What's a telco? That must be some kind. That must be a phone. Wi-Fi. When I was in Tokyo, the Wi-Fi I lived off came from the subway, the metro, the train station. The metros have free Wi-Fi at every station. But since I've been here over the last 2 years, a lot more places have gotten Wi-Fi. So now Osaka now has city Wi-Fi. When I came here, they had nothing. I had to live off the Wi-Fi at 7-Elevens. But now there's like city-wide Wi-Fi in Osaka. Tokyo, I don't know. Tokyo has JR, like the JR lines, the subway lines. They all have free Wi-Fi. 7-Elevens, Family Marts, Lawson, I don't think so. But it's easy to live off Wi-Fi. It's so easy. You just gotta connect, put your email address, Go. Easy peasy. Japanesey. Do you smoke weed? It's been a long time. Lol, was she pretty? That was talking about that girl who epically rejected me because I didn't touch her on the first date. Hey, would you make a list of the places you went? I know you mentioned Mandarake, Akiba Zone. It's talking about figure shopping. Figure shopping. Mandarake, it's in Tokyo. It's in Shibuya and Akiba. In Osaka, it's in Umeda and Namba, maybe. Akiba Zone in Akihabara. Those are probably my favorite places to shop, especially Mandarake because they have second hand. I don't know if you mentioned Yellow Submarine. I've seen it. I haven't actually been there. I know there's one in Denden Town in Osaka. Wow, are you really that tall? Yes, I am. Nope. Alright, loading up more comments. Sounds like the honeymoon is over. Time to go home. That's when I was bitter. That was before I went home for my holiday. Most foreigners I meet in Japan who have been here for a year and a half plus, maybe approaching the second year mark, they've gone a bit crazy and they're actually quite bitter if they haven't been home. They're quite bitter about things. I went through that phase too. I think two years is about the mark when you decide to stay or leave, and I was actually pretty bitter. I went home for 2 weeks and I was like, alright, I think it's time to come back. So everyone goes through that honeymoon phase and then you get bitter. But everyone does it. Alright. The most annoying thing about Japan by far, what were we talking about? Benches. Once I sat on a curb in Akihabara and a shop attendant from about 40 meters down the road came up to me and said I couldn't sit there. I was just like, then where the hell do I actually sit? There's no benches in Japan. It's just waste of space. Inside and outside buildings and in parks, there's no benches, and I would assume it's because it'll attract the homeless people, which there are quite a few of. They don't really. Japan doesn't take care of the homeless people. They kind of shove them aside, ignore them because they're not contributing to society. So there's nowhere to sit. You'll actually see Japanese people like they squat, but for example, when I squat, my feet kind of do this, right? Like we rest on the balls of our feet, we rest on our toes. But Japanese people, when they squat, they can squat completely flat-footed. And I don't know, it's because because you know when they sit on their knees and they tuck their legs up underneath them, so they kind of sit like that. I don't know if it's because they do that or if they're just, I don't know, smaller. I don't know. What's it called? Seiza. Sitting Seiza. The kanji for that's interesting. The kanji is correct sit. When it's actually not correct. It actually makes people's legs bow-legged. Where do I sit? You'll see people resting at train stations, especially in outside train stations and shopping centres. They'll be just in the corner or against a wall, and they'll just be squatting flat-footed on their phone. That's how they rest. They don't have freaking benches, and it's quite frustrating. Going on the culture visa, can you let me know how much it costs to do one of the programs for a year? It costs me $100 a month to do my calligraphy. Hey Rhys, first of all, thanks a lot for these videos. You are most welcome. I'm also an Aussie and my first 6 months of my working holiday visa will expire in just under 2 months. Oh, that's long gone. I live and work in Shikoku, pretty much in the middle of nowhere, lol. I have a quick question about extending my working holiday visa for the first time. From watching your visa videos, it would appear that all I need to do is rock up to my nearest immigration office with my passport, residency card, 4,000 yen, and fill out the first 3 pages of this form. They gave me a link. Hand it all in, then wait for my follow-up postcard in the mail. Is that correct? Sorry for the late reply. Yes, it is. Yes, that is all. Sorry, Galator. Next. Why is this censored? My answer to that was I used to care about my language, but I gave up on that. I used to censor my videos. I used to, every time I swore, there would just be like, no sound. But I have a filthy mouth. I gave up on doing that. It's too much time editing. How would you rate staying at a capsule hotel? I've got no accommodation plans past the 2-month point in Japan, and I don't know how much money I'll have. I think I need to learn how to make that noise. I don't know, he's talking about noise. Capsule hotels, cool. They They're usually for salarymen who miss the last train. They can cost about 3,000 to 4,000, but I've found some that are about 1,000, 1,200. There's a place in Asakusa that has 1,200. You don't have to register, just show up. In you go. There's no details, just show up. But I have experienced, I met quite a few rough people in there, because like people like Yakuza or maybe homeless people, because they don't take any information. So I meet a lot of seedy people there. So it's interesting. Check it out anyway. It wasn't dangerous. It was just, felt kind of rough. Capsule Hotels, they're cool, man. I think a lot of people think they're a lot smaller than they actually are. But I'm a monster. Freaking monster. Just imagine this is the wall. Because basically it's just a hallway, just with pigeonholes, like, in the wall. And just imagine you're looking down a hallway, and these are the walls here. And just imagine these two ginormous legs sticking out like this of a guy who's sleeping. Yeah, I woke up to the cleaning ladies laughing at me because I was too long for the capsule. Hey, I'm a mechanic in Australia looking to get work experience in Japan for a month on a holiday trip. Not hoping to get paid anyway, so any tip where to start? Like, do I need a working visa? Is there a job seek site for Japan in English? Please help. Mechanic, sorry, can't help you. Let's see, there's jobsinjapan.com, Gaijinpot. Gaijinpot's great. Just have a look around these job sites. For mechanic, I can't help you there. Do you get any data with that? Buying prepaid credit. No, you do not. But you just live off Wi-Fi. Hi there, just want to ask, how do you get to the immigration building there? That would be in Osaka. I mean, what train do you take? You take the Chuo line to Cosmo Square. Is it the Shinkansen? Nope, subway. Also, which station do you exit? Yeah. Exit 4, I think. But just follow the signs from the station. You can't miss it. Or Cosmo Square, end of the Chuo line. How to open, what's that? Is that a bank? Hey mate, nice video. Just wondering, can you make a video on how to pay your rent there for your apartment? Ooh. All my experiences of paying rent, I had to actually go to the office of whoever owned the building and pay it there. If you're living in a house owned by, not a real estate, but owned by a person, I would assume you just give it directly to them. Can't help you there. Have you ever seen the tech specs of Apple products? They are not, man, Apple fanboys. I posted a video ages ago ranting about Apple products, and haters are still hating on that video. I love it. Best. Hey, I found your channel today and was wondering if you could give me some other info about teaching in Japan. I'm currently living in Hong Kong and thinking about making a move. If you can tell me how life is, that would be wicked. By the way, who did you apply through and what was the process like? I would assume that's for a job. Try it. I think everyone needs to get out of their country for at least a year, just so they appreciate what they have in their own damn country. Can I get your autograph? Yes, you may. It's talking about How I Met Your Mother. Actually, I'm going to leave the comments there for now. This is almost approaching 20 minutes. If you guys have any more questions, comments below. When I start doing my podcast, I would like more questions from you guys, and I'm going to start posting. I'd like to have some comments about culture differences. How do I do this? How do I do that? What do I do in this situation? Once I start doing my podcast, each episode is going to have a specific theme, and I would like comments from you guys asking questions, and I'll just read comments. It doesn't have to be a question, read comments. I'll agree, disagree, put my opinion forward, get my Japanese friends' opinions on what you've said. But questions are encouraged. Don't hesitate to ask. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Any questions? Post below. Anything I've mentioned here, such as websites, I'll put in the description. And that's it. Rhys out.